Good day to all of you. Let's continue with Bacon's essay of studies. I quote: Some books are to be tasted, others to be swallowed, and some few to be chewed and digested. That is, some books are to be read only in parts, others to be read but not curiously, and some few to be read wholly and with diligence and attention. Unquote. Now, these lines are very important and have often come in the exams. Very famous lines written by Bacon. Now, here he is talking about the content, the subject matter of the books. That books have varying content and are of different genres, different kinds of books written on different subjects. There's a great variety of books that are available. But he is saying over here that you don't have to give the same attention and focus to each and every book in a similar manner. Now, there may be some book which does not require your full attention, like for example, you may have books on sports or cookery or something which don't require an in-depth knowledge or focus, so you just use it and read it cursorily to just have an idea about it. So here he is saying that there are some books which need to be tasted. That is, that you can just give a cursory glance or a cursory reading to such books and you can quickly swift through it. Many times we read novels and we get an idea of what it is about, and then we quickly sift through it and finish it off quickly. We don't give our full attention. So novels and storybooks and all these, we don't give our full attention to it. On the other hand, there are books, the course books, which require your full attention and full in-depth study, because your career depends on it. So you need to give your full attention to every detail, everything that is written in that book. So he is saying there are important books which need to be read slowly, that is chewed. Others are just to be swallowed, that means quickly you can just go through it. But there are some which need to be chewed. Chewed means you need to really read them slowly, read them minutely, so as to understand the meaning and the underlying sense of what the writer is trying to say. Because there may be underlying meanings, there may be metaphorical meanings to what he is trying to say. So we need to give our whole focus and with diligence try to study those books. I quote again: Some books also may be read by deputy and extracts made of them by others, but that would be only in the less important arguments and the meaner sort of books. Else, distilled books are like common distilled waters, flashy things. And he says it's not necessary that the person himself should read the book. That is, books which don't require detailed study. So one can ask their assistant to just read that book and extracts made by of them by others. Extracts means, and to make a summary out of it. That is, somebody else can be assigned that work and he or she can do it and write the main points or the summary of this. But he is saying that such practice should be followed only for obtaining guidance on matters of lesser importance. That is, this kind of a procedure or practice should only be followed where the book that is being under consideration is not very important. And then he says that there are meaner sort of books, else distilled books. Now by distilled books he means just as you have distilled water. Distilled water is the extract of the water that is there, and then you have the pure form of it. So he's saying there is this, the thoughts and ideas that are summarized. So distilled waters over here means the extract, the summary of those books. So there are those books, he says, which are also written in this in a summary form and which are available in the market. So one does not need to read the full book. Summaries are also available. Then he says, I quote, reading maketh a full man, conference a ready man, and writing an exact man. Reading adds perfection to a man's personality. Now here he talks of three kinds of men, that is, a full man, a ready man, and an exact man. So by full man he means a complete man, that is, reading, when a person is well read, when he has acquired knowledge on a variety of subjects, he is complete, that is, his knowledge is complete. And when he is in discussion with others, when he is conversing with others, when he is talking with others, he has practically used that knowledge which he had read, and that makes him a ready man. Ready man means he is ready to take it further, to take action, to implement those thoughts and ideas into action. And writing, he says, makes an exact man, because when he is writing, he has a knowledge of everything that he has read, as well as he has also obtained knowledge from the different discussions that he has had. So writing in that manner makes him a exact man. It adds perfection to a man's personality. That it, all these things together make him or enhance his personality. We'll continue the next time.